สวัสดีคนดูที่น่ารักทุกคนด้วยนะคะวันนี้ก็อยู่กันในเกม Hogwarts Legacy เช่นเคยอยู่ในพาร์ทที่10แล้วนะคะเล่นมาไกลเหมือนกันนะเนี่ยนี่ขนาดทำแต่ภารกิจหลักนะยัง10พาร์ทตายละ ถ้าเล่นเควสเสริมด้วยคงยาวมากแน่ๆนะคะโอเคทีนี้เราก็ไปทำเควสเสริมไม่ใช่เควสเสริมเควสหลักกันต่อเลยก็คือไปเจอกับป๊อปปี้นะคะโอเคอดิฟเดินมาถึงที่ละไป
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
ไปช่วยมาดิ
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best-kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
ได้เลย
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
ไป
This way.
ไปเลยป๊อปปี้
A centaur. Tread carefully.
เจอมาแล้วหลายรอบ
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
ก็ช่วยข้าตลอดอ่ะ
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of these have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
โอ้นี่เหรอแคมป์หมอ
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio.
ผ้า
This is goblin metal. seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
มี
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
อ่ะต่อ
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
ไม่รู้สิ
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
เราหายตัวก่อนแล้วกัน เอาอีกแล้วลองหายตัวดูก่อน
That's it. Like that it's the word.
ลองดูก่อนว่ามันทำอะไรได้บ้าง
You could find down there, mind you. I do have a knack.
Revelio.
3 คนโอ้โหเต็มไปหมดเลยอ้อมไปยังไงดีอะโอ้ตรงนี้ก็สูงเกินไปไปป๊อปปี้ถ้าเห็นก็
Quiet night.
ถ้าเห็นก็สู้เลยนะสู้ไกลเกินโอ้ยคนนั้นมันเดินตรงมาวะไม่ได้
Come to
วะ
think of it, months ago I had a brooch. Nice it was. Sparkled like the glint in my eyes when I find out which one of you thieving lot stole it.
What was that?
ชิปหาย
Levioso!
That is
Levioso!
back for more.
Expelliarmus! Fringo!
I make most of you. Useless. That's all you are. Dolly little
Back for more! Levioso! Fringo!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
ลุงยังเข้ามาตรงๆเลยก็ได้ ก็อยากจะสเปลแต่มาแตก sorry เก็บให้หมดโทษทีนะป๊อปปี้แป๊บหนึ่งขออนุญาตเก็บเข้าไปเลยจะมีคนอยู่ในเต็นท์ป่ะเนี่ย
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
โอ้โหดูแคมป์เล็กนิดเดียวแต่เป็นเวทีเลยอะเนี่ย
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
ไม่มีน้ำยาอาหารลงตาด้วยดิ
What I wouldn't give to be televised right now.
Someone's here. I sense it. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Something's not right here.
ทางนี้ไปไม่ได้ ทางนี้ไปได้ แต่น่าจะมีคนอีกนะ
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence is gonna get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done. That warrants it.
Hello?
ไปเลยโหเพียบเลย
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
โอ้ยตายแล้ว
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
ไปสู้เลยแล้วกันไม่ต้องแอบแล้ว
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
สวยมังกร
Aloha more.
ป๊อปปี้เอาไข่ไป
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
ที่นี่ตัง
Let's
ค์
make
โคตร
them
เยอะ
count.
ของเต็ม เอาชนะผ่านเถื่อนไป
I'll
มีมาอีกแน่
Let me out, son.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, brought our friend? You're not. You're not quiet. Rather up what? Let's get this up.
โอ้โหโคตรเยอะเลย
Shall we finish what we started? I feel it was only a joke.
What?
I'll make them both nice. Little crude.
โคตรชอบท่าน
One take, you won't escape again. You. Let me out, son.
โดนหมากัดตลอดเลยโว้ยเอาหมาแม่งก่อนแล้วกัน หมดยังไหนวะ
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
แล้วไม่ใช่เราต้องมาสู้กับมันนะ
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
เรียบร้อย กินเลยหนึ่งคนกินอิ่มโอ้โหน้องดูหน้าตายินดีมาก แต่ไม่ควรมั้งลูก เยี่ยมป๊อปปี้ไปเร็ว พัง โอเคเราปล่อยมังกร
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
ออกจากที่นี่กันเถอะ
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. and right now we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
เยี่ยมอ๋อกลับมาอยู่ที่อ๋อมันออกมาทะลุถึงนี่เลยดีกว่ามีเควสอะไรต่อไหมอ่ะดักบอก
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
เรียนอีกแล้วเอาป๊อปปี้กลับเลยเฉยเลยเก็บหน้าหนังสือแนะนำพื้นที่ในท่าเทียบเรือใต้ดินในห้องสมุดอุ๊ยคาถาแปลงร่างว้าวแล้วเรากลับไปฮอกวอตส์กันป่ะนี่ไงท่าเรือชั้นใต้ดินไปหาสิที่ไหนนะคะ
So this is the underground harbor.
อยู่นี่ใช่ไหม
Revelio.
โอ้ยมันเต็มอีกแล้วเต็มโอเคเดี๋ยวไปเก็บอันนี้แล้วก็อาจจะต้องแวะฮอกมีดไปขายของแล้วก็พาไปห้องสมุดเยี่ยมต้องคุยเหรอ
Revelio.
คุยกัน
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. They don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Okay.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
โอ้โหจะรู้ไหมเนี่ยสนักเกอร์สีทองสนิเจ็ตสีทองสนิเจ็ตแล้วกันนะ
The golden snidget.
Correct!
เอา
The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felicis ป่าวะอันนี้
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers
เรื่องแฮร์รี่มีอยู่
involves which magical
แต่ว่าจำชื่อไม่ได้เดาเลยทีนี้นิทานสามพี่น้องเครื่องรางยมทูต
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
โอ้บัตเจอร์ปะวะหรือควอฟเฟิลวะชิบหายลูกบอลไม่ใช่ลูกที่ตีเจ็บอันนี้แล้วกัน
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
จริงหรือเท็จน้ำยาสับปะรดน้ำยาเท็จ
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
จ้าฉันต้องการหนังสือ
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Revelio. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
แปลงร่างแล้ววะเฮ้เฮ้เฮ้เฮ้เฮ้งั้นก็ไปเลยละกันโอเคเดี๋ยวนะมันวาร์ปมาห้องสมุดนิดเดียวเองนี่วะเราไม่มีวาร์ปตรงนั้นหรอวะใกล้ๆอ๋อนี่ใกล้
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
โอ้เนี้ยมันทำอะไรอยู่ตรงนี้กลางดึกอื่นไม่นอนหรอครับเอาเร่งเวลาเร็วขึ้นโดยการรอมาแล้วกลางวันได้เวลาเรียน
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Oh. คาถาแปลงร่างเยี่ยม
I hate it.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
จานหนูมาแล้ว
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
ไม่ค่ะ
Not at all. I was intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
โอเคเจอเซบาสใช่ไหมถึงระดับที่22โอเคถ้างั้นอาจจะต้องไปฮอกมีดหน่อย
My plan with the help.
ไปฮอกมีดนิดหนึ่งนะคะไปซื้อของแล้วก็ต้องซื้อน้ำยาสูตรน้ำยา
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
เทหมดหน้าตัก
A wise decision. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
แต่เราอยากต้องเราน่าจะต้องซื้อกระถางสูตรไอ้นี่ก่อนนี่สูตรโต๊ะเหนียวลายสวยกระทะขนาดกลางก่อน
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
อ๋อแล้วก็ไม้กวาดโต๊ะเพาะปลูกขนาดกลาง2 กระถางเดียวแล้วค่ะ
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
แล้วก็ไปเอา
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
หมดตูดไปเอาไม้กวาดคืนค่ะ
You're back. Nice to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
ได้ค่ะ
Sounds
จะ
as if
ลอง
you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
โอเคถ้างั้นเดี๋ยวเราอาจจะต้องไปเคลียร์กันบ้านให้ครบก่อนเพราะว่าเลเวลเรายังไม่ถึง22นะคะโอเคอ้าวไม่อนุญาตให้ฉันสนามแข่ง
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
Hello, Melda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them, and I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
อุ้ยแน่นอน
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
I'm getting the hang of this. acceptable? Brilliant! Made it! Now that's more like it.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Easy.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Thank you.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
You'd think knowing spells would...
Revelio.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon.
Okay.
Thank you again, truly.
ขออนุญาต
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
คุณวิกอย่าเพิ่งดิอุ๊ย
when society will be thrown off the teaching the banking.
มันมีลูกบอลลูนนะจำไม่ได้ว่าอยู่ตรงไหนเอาถ้าเราออกไปตรงนี้เราจะขี่ไม้กวาดได้ไหมอุ้ยตรงนี้มีนี่ด้วยเหรอ
Revelio.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world. Places! There you go. Catching them quickly.
ถึงมาดามโคกาวะช่างเป็นข่าวดีเสียนิกระไรที่คุณจะมาร่วมเป็นส่วนหนึ่งของเราคณาจารย์ฮอกวอตส์ในฐานะอาจารย์ผู้ฝึกสอนการบินคนใหม่ฉันกล้าพูดได้เลยว่างานที่เราจะได้ทำร่วมกันที่ฮอกวอตส์นี้คงจะไม่ได้มีเรื่องราวมากมายเท่ากับช่วงเวลาที่เราเคยประสบร่วมกันมาแถวๆท่าเรือโยโกฮาม่าแน่นอนแม้ว่าจะไม่มีใครรู้เรื่องนั้นก็เถอะฉันตั้งตารอพบคุณนะคะถ้าหากในระหว่างนี้คุณมีคำถามใดๆก็ตามโปรดอย่าได้ลังเลใจที่จะส่งนกฮูกมาหาฉันนะคะด้วยความนับถือมาทิลดาวิสลีย์เรียนมาดามโคกาวะหนูเขียนมาเพื่อที่จะคุยเรื่องที่ศาสตราจารย์แบทตัดสินใจยกเลิกควิดดิชอย่างที่คุณทราบดีการเข้าร่วมทีมควิดดิชมืออาชีพคือความใฝ่ฝันอันสูงสุดของหนูและหนูก็คิดว่าในตอนนี้โอกาสของหนูได้ถูกทำลายลงแล้วหรืออย่างน้อยๆมันก็เป็นอุปสรรคอันใหญ่หลวงของหนูศาสตราจารย์วิสลีย์ยืนยันว่าพวกเราควรที่จะเคารพการตัดสินใจของอาจารย์ใหญ่และหล่อนก็สนับสนุนให้หนูฝึกฝนมันด้วยตนเองไปก่อนหนูก็เลยคิดค้นบททดสอบสุดท้าทายขึ้นมาสำหรับตัวหนูเองแต่มันก็ไม่เหมือนกับการฝึกในสนามเลยไม่เหมือนเลยสักนิดศาสตราจารย์คะได้โปรดช่วยไปคุยกับอาจารย์ใหญ่หรือศาสตราจารย์วิสลีย์ให้หนูหน่อยได้ไหมคะหนูคงอับเฉาไปช่วยชีวิตถ้าหากหนูไม่ได้เล่นควิดดิชจริงๆจังๆตลอดทั้งปีนี้ขอบคุณค่ะเรเยสนี่อิเบลดาที่ชอบจริงๆเลยเควสเรื่องมีของ21มาก่อนงั้นเราไปทำก่อนดีกว่านะคะเราไปคุยกับมิดโอเคมิดที่เพื่อนเราเนี่ยวะอยู่ตรงไหนอ๋อสูงเลยโอเคอามิชอบดูดาราศาสตร์นะอามิดมาแล้วครับโอ้ยไกลยังมาแล้วจ้าดูดาวทั้งวัน
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Bye. รถก็หนูมาแล้ว
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Okay.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
เดี๋ยวเจอกันลอดก๊อกต้องหายตัวใช่ไหมอ่ะแอบแวะก่อน
The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
งงมาดีไม่เปิดได้ไป
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
ไปอามิดอย่าไปกลัว
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
อาเมดเดินช้าทำไม
Hamid, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
What's that you?
ของอยู่ที่กว้างๆหน่อยสิ
You won't stop me.
โอ้
You suffer. How childish was you?
โอ้ยอีบ้า
Cover up wide. This way.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Hamid. You have my word.
โดนฟันหัวทิ่ม
We're being watched by a door.
หาไม่เจอสิน้องเดี๋ยวเราไปแบบแอบๆก่อนแล้วกันเหรียญตรงนู้นมีเหรียญให้เก็บไหมนะบอ
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Hamid. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
มีห้องทางนี้ขึ้นไปข้างบนมีใครอยู่กันเนี่ยไม่มีโดอุ๊ยมีคนเนาะอย่าไปกลัวจัดไปเลย
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
ได้เรื่องอะไรไหมอ๋อโอเคกลับมาที่เดิมได้ที่นี่ไม่มีอะไรเหรอห้องครัวโอเคไปgoคนเพียบนี่
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Put me down. Watch this. Don't do that again, I beg. Prepare to surrender then. Not quite. I hate that.
Oh. Ôi.
Enough. Run, won't be stopped. Kill spells don't offer. Oh, let's get it. This is not right. Return me to the ground. I'll bury you in the deepest vault. I won't bet.
Dựa chip về. Ủa.
Too much. Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
ก็มีระเบิดอีกลูก
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo! Here!
ไม่รู้ทำอะไรกดไว้ก่อนโอ้มียาแจกเยี่ยมอามิดรอแป๊บน่าจะมีของไอ้นี่อ้าวก็มีอะดิเยี่ยมน่าจะหมดแล้วล่ะไปมันตันเนาะโอเคไปอามิดปะโกอุ้ยไปทางไหนอะไปทางนี้เหรอไปทางนี้อ๋อเก็บของ
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
What an entanglement we need right now. Here!
โอ้ยเต็มด้วยกล่องเปิดไม่ได้แต่มีต้นไม้โอเคไปได้โอ้โหอะไรอะ อ้โหท่อมาเริ่มเทิร์ม
Ramrod's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
ต้องดีพาโซมาเลยไม่มีน้ำแข็งวะเดี๋ยวมันมีภารกิจเพิ่มเติมขออนุญาต
Quite. You can't stop us.
That was unimpressive.
Confringo.
For me.
โอ้ย
Are you sure? Rather unwise coming back this
เดี๋ยว
way.
เย็น
But the chill spells glance off of me. Was that your best? Easily diverted.
จะเยอะเกินโอ้ย
Incendio.
Time for this.
Descendo.
โอ้ยมุมไม่ดีเลย
I've been fighting since before you were born. You won't stop me.
ไม่ได้วะโอ๊ยเรียบร้อยลืมดูเรือเยี่ยมมากลืมดูเลือดเอาไหม
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
How nice. I will make you.
When are you going to give up?
Not color.
มานี่
That was meant for me.
Are you quite free?
Is it? Not like. I won't be. Your spells glance off of me. Was that your best? Using your stride.
โอ๊ย
Easily diverted.
มึงนี่น่าสำคัญ
I've been fighting since before you were born.
ตายไปซะน้องอีตัวหญิงที่น่ารำคาญมึงก็น่ารำคาญด้วยเหมือนกัน
Much better.
ตายไปซะ เผาไปน้องมึงต้องเจอดิ
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
ทำกูตายเมื่อกี้โดนซ้ำไปดิอันนี้คือประตูนะแต่เดี๋ยวขอไปดูของเดินขึ้นไปข้างบนด้วยมีอะไรไหมไม่มีอะไรเลยสักอย่างเยี่ยมโอเคหายตัวตึ๊บเยี่ยมเลย
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
ออกจากเหมืองตอนออกนี่จะโดนตีนหรือเปล่า
Must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
มีทางออกที่ใกล้กว่าเหรอเดี๋ยวไปได้ปะโอ้ยไม่ได้อามิดออกไงเรากดวาร์ปไม่ได้ห้ามวาร์ปห้ามบินโอเคออกทางเดิมอุ้ยมาได้ไงอ้าวเดี๋ยวนะแล้วเราออกทางไหนล่ะเนี่ยมาจากทางไหนเนี่ยไม่ได้มาจากทางนี้หรอ What
Please don't do that
อ๋อนี่เรามาจากทางนี้บ้าจริงเบอร์เดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะคะโอเคหลงเหลือได้ยังไง
He's one less follower, Ranrock.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. ห้องนั้นเราไม่เห็นทางออกนะอ้าว
โอ้อามิดตัวสั่นกันนะ
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lord Cock.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu. เจอกันอามิด
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
รถโก๊กอย่าไปยุ่งเยอะเลย รู้สึกใจไม่ดีเลย เหมือนรถก๊อกคงไม่มั้งคิดไปเองขอบคุณนะรถก๊อกนะที่เล่าให้ฟังโอเคค่ะก็เดี๋ยววันนี้จบพาร์ทที่10ใช่ไหมพาร์ทที่10แหละโอเคไว้แค่นี้ก่อนนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวเราเจอกันใหม่ในพาร์ทหน้าขอบคุณที่แวะมาดูนะคะขอบคุณมากๆเป็นกำลังใจให้มากเลยค่ะแล้วเดี๋ยวเราเจอกันใหม่ในพาร์ทหน้าสำหรับวันนี้สวัสดีนะคะ